Today I want to talk to you about my weekly update as the journey of a serial entrepreneur. So it's a Monday morning. It's pretty grim. It's pretty chilly. It's just started raining. Just what you want first thing on a Monday morning. But hey, I'm out. I'm running and gearing myself up for virtual London Marathon. So as always, Mondays is Journey of a Serial Entrepreneur weekly update. So what I'm doing, what I'm up to, has been a good week, has been a bad week. You know, the ins and outs of what's going on. Morning. He obviously wasn't too happy to see me. Anyway, I digress. So I'll go through my businesses in order of priority, and you'll notice a big difference in terms of how much work gets done based on the prioritization, which is really, really important. So first business, the most important one at this moment in time is Property Empire Investments, which is the deal sourcing business with the government-backed 10-year guaranteed lease. Had a really good week in this one. Firstly, just remember it's bank holiday Monday just gone, so it was only a 4-day week, so that needs to be taken into consideration. So all things by and by, it was a very good week. So what actually happened? I'm just going to pass this person first. Morning. What happened first? Well, basically, we made another sale. So that's 15 grand worth of sourcing fee sales that have hit the bank. So that's really good. And we have verbal commitment on another 5. So I think that's one investor. To be honest with you, I speak to the sales guys. That's one investor who wants to pay for 5 in advance. So it's another 25 grand that should hit the account within the next 10 days or so. So that's super exciting. So that business is already exceeding what our target was. We said two deals a week. We're 2 deals a week. We're just behind, but with the pipeline that we've got, we should be exceeding very shortly. Spent a lot of time on kind of resourcing this week, and particularly Claire, who has been my right hand lady in the property business. She's got so much to offer that she's and had to do some arm twisting, but she's seen the potential in Property Empire Investments, and she wants to make the switch over and be the kind of project management side of that. When I say project management, it's basically ops management, really. It's making sure sales progression, it's making sure every deal that we have is offered on and progressed. She's then going to obviously make sure that everything's ready for the sales team to sell. And as soon as we've got one sold, she'll make sure that that's progressed through conveyancing, right the way through to exchange, where we get contractors tendering and contractors doing all the refurbishment works. She'll manage as much of that remotely as she possibly can. So she's got a really, really integral role. She's been that for me in the property business for so long, and she's exceptional at it. So really excited to have her moving across to the Property Empire Investments team. And added to that is Lenore, who's a new team member, is going to start taking on some of the property management related stuff, and Claire will oversee, which it just makes that transition so much smoother when you've got somebody with experience who's going to oversee it. So super stoked about that. So that's really, really positive on that business. We've got kind of template landing pages and stuff being developed as well, so that the automation side of the selling process can be streamlined, and I've got to work on that this week to try and get that process nailed, which is really cool, because then you're not reliant on so many phone calls to sell deals, but you can send your preferred investor list all the information for each deal on each sales page, and they can click and buy there and then. Copies of the blank lease and everything's on there, terms and conditions of business, all the questions we get asked, and we're building an F&Q, so any new question, we ensure it's answered on the sales page for the next deal that goes live. So that's pretty exciting. So business number 2, Property Empire Builder, which is the coaching business. I had a catch-up call with the copywriter, who's ahead of schedule, should have our first draft of copy for our whole funnel. This is the sales funnel that we're building to drive people into our academy product, which is our low entry £50 subscription, one-to-many coaching program for people who want to build their property empire with little or no money. And it will also include all the upsells retargeting emails, ad copy, which brings them into our kind of coaching program, which is the small intimate group kind of mastermind, which people pay a significantly higher price for. So not a lot done from me on that front, but it is moving forwards. We haven't had any new clients join, haven't lost any clients, so it's a pretty stagnant week in terms of Property Empire Builder, but completely forecasted to be so, which is important because I knew that I'd have no time on that business, and I also knew that until the sales funnel goes live, we're not expecting big growth in that. So that's really, really important. Business number 3, which is my property business, and quite a lot of progress on that in the systemization. I met up with Claire and Roy, who are both moving. We've now got David, who's going to be coming into the operational role in the field, which is great. And Roy, again, is going to be moving into Property Empire Investments, where he's going to be working in more on the sales side of things, building relationships with investors, which is what his bread and butter is and what he wants to do. So that's really, really cool. And again, the benefit of finding solutions to resourcing problems is he's still involved, so he will still be keeping a very close watch on what's happening in the property business to make sure our metrics don't drop by these changes. So that's really, really important. So that's that. What else happened? I've had a huge amount of work with our new team of accountants over at Finance Studio. Amazing team. Had a long conversation with my finance manager, who's kind of cleaning everything up in the accounting side of things. We've agreed a whole outsourcing package now, so that I don't even touch Xero anymore. It seems to be that I like to try and get it to do stuff that it certainly can do, but perhaps don't do it in the most optimal way. So we've agreed that leave that to the experts. A little bit more expensive, but when you think of the amount of time you then pay the more senior members of the finance team to then correct incorrect entries and everything, it just makes complete sense to have a complete outsourced solution. But the reason I've accepted that, because I want real-time data. We run pretty much everything through Asana, our property management setup, so project management tool, but we use it as our PMS, property management software. And what that enables me to do is I can pull all my daily metrics and daily reports automatically now from Asana. No more need for people to update reports. I can pull all the data and manipulate it. When I say manipulate it, formularize it, it's probably a more appropriate word, into the reports that I want to see. So that's using a bit of software called Bridge 24. So really, really happy to get a more automated reporting dashboard, which I've still got a bit of work to do, and I'll do some more on that this week. I had a lot of move-ins last week, so the needle has jumped in the right direction, which is really, really positive. The difference now between Claire and Roy and the productivity levels has gone through the roof, because the morale's sky high because they're really excited about the new roles. And there's a lesson to be learned there. Getting people into roles that they're really excited about is super, super valuable. And you will get the return back productivity-wise tenfold. So if you're talking about right seat, right people in terms of traction, what we mean is people that want to do that role. Even if they don't have the skills now to be successful, train them up, build them into the role. Because if they're doing stuff they want to do every day, they're going to do far more of it. So really, really important. So the final business, the social media agency, is going to be branded under the Brand You brand. So it'll be the Brand That You social media content repurposing agency, a bit of a mouthful. But not a lot's happened on that at all, to be honest with you. We've got some optimizations happening with videos now to get subtitles out, and we've got the process nailed now. We're just testing it. When I say nailed, it's in MVP format, so we've got the process being tested at the moment, and the remote team are working on that this week to try and obviously get all my videos having subtitles, which we're going to test to see if it makes much difference. I hope it does, because if anybody's like me, when I scroll through my social media feeds, I'm very much somebody who won't watch many videos, but if there's a subtitle and then a couple of lines catches my attention rather than just the headline, then I might stay and look at it and click on it. So it's all about clickbait and headline grabbing attention strategy, but I'm hopeful subtitles will make a difference. So that's really cool. I will be spending more time on this business but not until kind of later in the year. I've got a mountain of stuff to do, following on from the planning meetings that we had a couple of weeks back, which is doing it in the right order. So, like I say, the order is Property Empire Investments, Property Empire Builder, my property business, and then brand new social media content purchasing agency. So the reason kind of the property business has jumped up was because we're moving 2 people from the property business into Property Empire Investments, which is why it's I had to spend some time on that business. I just have to do a little bit more on it, to be honest with you. So that's pretty much it. Overall, a good week. I wouldn't say it's an exceptional week, but it's always a little bit disruptive when you get back holiday weekends. Sometimes they get in the way from a work perspective, but I do love them from a spend time with family, get stuff done around the house and stuff, and do some DIY projects and stuff as well, which I'm learning with my father, which is quite entertaining, a bit of bonding with son and father. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. So any questions, drop me a comment. I respond to everyone. If it's a bigger topic, I will do a vlog episode, tag you in. If you think this is good value to somebody, please share, like, or tag that person in. Check out my other social platforms for unique content on each. If it isn't for you, just unfollow, unfriend me. Absolutely no drama there, but do check out my Facebook group, Runpreneur, or my YouTube channel, Kevin Britton / Runpreneur, and you will see all my historical episodes. There's 100 of them now, catalogued in 7 different topics. So there might be stuff in there that you just want to dab in and out of without getting your feeds cluttered up. So that's something that you may want to consider. So that's it for me today. As always, stay positive, stay happy, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.